Hello, my friends. This is Jeff Yalden, your teen life coach and youth motivational speaker. I've been getting emails from people asking about happiness and about life and saying, hey, Jeff, man, can you do a video? So I am honored to be here to spend a few minutes with you, and I hope your tray tables are up, seats are in a forward and locked position, and you're ready to rock and roll. But before we get started, how are you? Good? Good. That's outstanding. Hey, I remember, man, there was a Saturday Night Live skit where I don't know who the actor is, but he got up and said, I wake up every morning, I clap my hands 3 times, and I say, this day is going to be a great day. Hey, man, you either live a little or you die a little. But there's going to come a time in your life where you're going to be like me, 41 years old. You're going to be a fat, bald guy where you'll have hair growing in places you don't want it to grow, but wish hair was growing in places where it ain't growing. And women, don't you think that you're exempt from this, because you're going to grow up in your 40s and 50s and your boobs are... they're just going to fall to the floor, basically. So, hey, I want to just come and talk to you real quickly. I'm 41 years old, and my best friend is a dog and my wife. And I find ourselves at 9 o'clock at night. We're sitting there. We're waiting for the 10 o'clock news. We're watching American Idol and Modern Family or Hell's Kitchen. And we love the TiVo, the shows that we love. And we kind of look each other, and it's kind of like... Is this what life is supposed to be? Hi, this is fun. But you know what? There's 3 things you want every night when you lay your head in the pillow. There's only 3 things. You want to know that your life is meaningful, that your life is rewarding, and that your life is fulfilling. So the work that you do every single day, when you come home at night, you have a nice dinner, you're watching television, I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. When you lay your head in the pillow, there's 3 things you want. Is my life meaningful? Is it fulfilling? And is it rewarding? And if you can answer yes to those 3 things, yo, man, that should be happiness. Happiness is a result of the way you live your life. And you say, how do you get that? I'm going to tell you, man. It was 1983. NC State basketball, coached by the legendary Jimmy Valvano. He grew up in Long Island, New York. I love that guy, man. NC State, the Cardiac Kids, playing Houston, the Phi Slammer Jammer with Hakeem Olajuwon. It was like a Cinderella team. One of the most memorable games in NCAA basketball history. And would you believe it? NC State won the game. Well, unfortunately, Jimmy Valvano's career ended in controversy, and he finished coaching at NC State probably around 1990, 1989, 1990. But then in 1992, June, that summer, Jimmy Valvano was stricken with terminal cancer. March of 1993, ESPN came out with the ESPY Awards, and they asked Jimmy Valvano to be keynote speaker. You know what I want you to do? Because what I'm talking about isn't going to do it justice. But you Google the Jimmy V Foundation. You watch that video. It's the greatest video I think I've ever seen in my life. Greatest 11-minute motivational talk. Jimmy Valvano, earlier that evening when he was getting ready to do the talk, he called up, oh man, I can't make it, man. The cancer had just taken so much of his energy. But his 2 best friends, head coach at Duke, Mike Krzyzewski, one of the class acts of all of coaching history. Man, I like Mike Krzyzewski. And ESPN basketball analyst Dick Vitale. I remember when I wanted to be a motivational speaker, I used to watch videos of Dickie Vitale. Yeah, baby. That guy he's amazing, man. Dick Vitale, he's amazing. Well, they went to his room that afternoon, and, you know, friends do that for each other. They helped him get out of bed, and they gave him their support. They helped him in the shower. They got him in the tux. I want you to watch the video, man. They got him in the tux, and they said, you know, Jimmy, you can do it. And when you watch that video, you'll see head coach Mike Krzyzewski standing off to the side, and Dick Vitale escorting Jimmy V to the lectern, and Jimmy Valvano stood there and looked out the crowd, and he talked about his cancer, and he talked about 3 things you got to do every day. And he announced the foundation, the Jimmy V Foundation, and man, the video was mesmerizing. And I'll never forget, when I was growing up in 1983, man, I was about 6th, 7th grade. I watched the game. I come from a basketball family, man. I love Jimmy V, and they won the championship. So when he was talking that night, doing the keynote, 1993, man, I was like in the Marine Corps, about 22 years old. I was like, I love Jimmy V, man. I got to watch this. And he stood there, and he said, cancer can take away all my physical abilities, but it will not touch my heart, my spirit, or my soul. He said, that will live on forever. He said, don't give up. Don't ever give up. And then he started talking about 3 things you got to do every day. And I'm like, yo, give me a pen and paper. 3 things you got to do every day. What do you got to do, man? What do you got to do? I was going through a divorce at the time. My life was in disarray. I was looking for meaning in life and understanding direction. I'm pushing away the messengers. But the one man that I idolized and I looked up to, Jimmy Valvano, he said, there's 3 things you got to do every day. I was desperate, man. And I'm like, give me that pen and paper. And he said, number 1, you got to laugh. And I'm thinking to myself, you got to laugh? You know what I'm going through right now? You got to laugh? But he said, you got to laugh, man. And I started thinking to myself, this dude is terminal cancer. And he said, you got to laugh. I hope you find time every single day in your life to laugh. And he said, number 2, to spend time in thought. Spend time in thought. I try and get up about 10, 15 minutes early every single day to spend time thinking about what I got to do, and I write it down. What's my to-do list? I think about where I got to be. How am I going to get there? What time am I going to get there? What time are my appointments then? What am I going to do at the gym? I got to go plan, ready to work out. Get up early without the influence of your peers and friends and colleagues, and think about the things that you have to do today. What you going to have for dinner? What you going to wear? Think about your attitude and the choices you're going to make. Spend time in thought. And then Jimmy V said, number 3, he said, don't ever be afraid to have your emotions move to tears. I'm a passionate guy, man. And there are people that love me as a speaker. There are people that don't like me as a speaker because I'm an emotional guy. I'm a passionate guy. But hey, man, I ain't going to change who I am for the approval of other people that think I should speak like this or I should do this. I know I'm not for everybody. I just try and be real, man. And I remember what Jimmy V said. He said, think about it. You do those 3 things every day. You laugh, you think, and you feel. Do that every single day. Be present. He said, that's a good day. Think about that. There's 3 things you want. You want your life to be meaningful, fulfilling, and rewarding. And if you look at what Jimmy Valvano, if he came into your heart the way he came into my heart, you were listening, man. He said every day you got to laugh. He said every day you got to think. And every single day, don't be afraid to have your emotions move to tears. That tells me that whatever you do, wherever you are, you be present in the moment. You be present with the people you're with. 2 months later, Jimmy Valvano passed away. But that one talk started the Jimmy V Foundation and has raised over $750 million for cancer research. That's amazing. You got to watch the video. But so I conclude with you, and you want to talk about happiness? It's how you live every day, man. Are you laughing every day? Are you thinking every day? And are you there every day? You present every day? Someone on the plane recently said to me, yo, embrace the suck, man. Embrace the suck. If your life sucks, it's because you suck. You think that everything is going wrong, that you're the victim. You ain't the victim, brother. Every single day, your life is about the attitude you have and the choices you make. You choose to be happy. You choose to live a fulfilling, meaningful, and rewarding life. And so I want to leave you with this. No matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, always remember, it will be okay. It will be okay. This too shall pass, but nothing that you're dealing with should interrupt the attitude you have, the choices you make, and how you embrace living life every single day. Thank you for listening.